Please tell us this story about how someone tried to finger you on a field in school.
Because it was like, we were out with a bunch of our mates, and then he tried to in the field, and I was like, right, that's not happening. And that first of all, it wasn't happening anyway. Like, just no.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? I'm in year 8. And then also, I'm on a field. Loads of people are there. And lastly, I had a fucking tampon in. And I'm like, please leave me alone.
So all the elements are against this boy right now.
This poor childhood self. Like that's a baby.
Wait,
and
so
I was like,
wait,
go
how?
away.
Did he just ask you, or did he actually try?
No, he tried.
Isn't that
That's
assault?
really weird, probably.
That's assault. You should maybe talk to someone about that.
It's funny when you look back at it, but I mean, but also when you're like, how old was that person? Like, if I looked at somebody who's in year 8 now and I was like, what the fuck?
So what did you do after? Did you just go to a lesson? Were you like,
No, it wasn't in school. It was like we were like out.
Oh! I thought you meant like a break.
No, or like out on a random field.
Oh, I was gonna say you only had 15 minutes or something.
That's all it takes. You know what you're doing.
Oh, so you just were like out? Were you like having Frosty Jacks in the park and that? And he just chanced his luck.
High school boys are evil.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Bit of a change, right? Hopefully no one tried to do that to you in the class.
No. I remember I had a wank in the class once.
What? You had a wank in the class once?
No, a boy did.
Oh, right, okay, I was going to say...
And then if you used to ask him about it, he'd just be go, yeah. Like, he wasn't even ashamed. Just did it. Everyone was like, yeah, sweet.
Did he sit next to someone?
I think it was in IT. So he was like on the computer in the corner.
Oh,
I don't think he wouldn't have been watching
smart,
something,
yeah.
because obviously that wouldn't have been allowed. But yeah.
Seating plans in school. Can you remember seating plans? This was the one thing that would always piss me off the first day of the year, right? You'd walk in your class, you'd be like, oh, I'm in a class with, like, you'd find out you were in a class with one of your mates, you'd be like, fucking mint, right? Then you'd walk in and the teacher would be like, don't get comfortable. I used to fucking rage when that would happen. And did you get sat in alphabetical?
At the start, I think, didn't they just randomly, they used to do it like boy girl, didn't they? Like, you're going in a boy girl seating pattern. Like, and when you were in like year 7 and 8, you'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But then when you got year 11, you'd like, yeah, sound. Because you were all mates by that point anyway. Like, everybody who had been in class with since year 7, you could just have crack with them.
And imagine if you got sat next to your boyfriend in year 8 when you're trying to fucking do Pythagoras. And he's trying to get the angles right somewhere else.
Oh, God.
And I like in year like 11, it was so weird how you were more comfortable with like just being I'll sit next to fucking whatever. But remember when in seating plan when like they had the substitute teacher in because your teacher was in the school but she was doing some random shit that she couldn't teach you, and then she would walk past the class and go,
you're not sat where you're supposed to be sitting. Like shit. Because I was like quite like a little goody two shoes. Like I wasn't, but like I wasn't like a lick off.
You wouldn't tell
me.
I
was
was
just
like,
kind
you
of like
the homework.
No, like I would forget me homework, but also I just wouldn't. No, but I'm saying like I wouldn't, but also like I wouldn't want to be the one that like, ooh, let's all do this. Let's be little shits. Like I was just kind of just very like, right, yeah, I'll just.
You vibed.
Yeah. So like, I remember when that used to happen, you'd always be like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because like, if they switch seats, that means you had to switch seats because like, they were like, oh yeah, we want to sit here. It's like, well, I can't go sit there. I'm not going to go sit by myself with like nobody at the back. I'm going to go sit next to my mates as well.
I know, but remember when someone would sit in your seat, like, and it was on a seating plan, it was like near the start of the year and you didn't really know everyone, and then you were like, fuck. And then you have to sit next to someone new and you'd be like, fuck. I used to hate that. I used to absolutely hate that. Did you have a class in school where the teacher just blatantly did not know your name?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And how awkward it was. She'd like, you know, if like it'd be like if everyone was reading the book or something, or just something, they'd be like, or like everyone had to read out something that they were doing. She'd be like, Jason, Stephanie, James, Jennifer. And you?
No, see, mine was horrific because like mine was in sixth form. Bear in mind, in sixth form,
there's not many people in the class, is there?
There's not that many people in the class, and also you've been there for like how long? So like obviously I never had that before, but still, like I would expect that happened in year 7.
Yeah.
But like I remember I was there for the whole year of sixth form. It was literally to the very end. She still never knew my name. Like, which it kind of was good because I think we were doing some Shakespeare thing. It was in English and everybody had to read a chapter out each, but then because she didn't know my name, I should have skipped past it, so I didn't have to read it out. But then I remember when I dropped out of sixth form, she's like, "Oh, why did she leave?" I was like, "What? You were UK? You know what my fucking name is."
So she didn't know it the whole time?
No.
Well, how would you know, like, little examples that she didn't know it?
Like, stuff like that. She'd never, like, I never heard me say my name once. I could tell when she looked at it, she, like, struggled.
Wouldn't you feel like shit, though? You'd be like...
Exactly.
Oh, like
I was failing sixth form English. It's hard. A-level English literature is hard. Like, you think, like, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be a breeze. It'll be like GCSE. Oh my god, it's hard. And when the teacher doesn't know your name, I was like, well, there's no point in trying here.
Yeah, that was the first thing. I got out of school as soon as I could. Like, I just didn't go to sixth form. Every single person that I spoke to went to sixth form. I was like, I just can't do it. Like, I know I'll be terrible at it. So I just went to college and had an easy ride.
It was so horrible.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, that's why I dropped out when I'm going to college now.
Yeah, everyone that went to sixth form seemed to just cry and drop out.
It was horrible.
Did you have like any kids that got kicked out of school?
Oh yeah, we had a few.
So is there like one that springs to mind, like a story of how they got kicked out, or anyone? Did you ever have kids? I've got a story of a kid that got kicked out of another school that came to my school.
I've got ones like that as well.
You got one like that? Do you want to say, or should I go first?
You go first.
Okay. We had this kid, and it was rumored that his family were in a gang,
Christ.
like in a gang, like we're a hard. So everyone like knew this kid was coming to the school. Anyway, my form class was like the proper naughty form class. Like every kid that was naughty was in my form class. Was a howl, but like I just seemed tame. Like I was like one of the nice ones. Anyway, this kid walked in. Honestly, was like a man. Had a beard and everything. And like year 8 was stacked. Like I mean stacked, tall, proper hard lad. Like I wouldn't mess with him. And like I felt like I'm quite rough, but he was like next level. Anyway, he sat down about a couple of seats away from us. And I just looked at him. I was like, should I say hello? I went, nah, not say hello. Anyway, we all had to wear a blazer in school over your jumper. Teacher goes, I'll change his name. Just goes, Sean. He's not called Sean. He went, Sean, put your blazer on, please. And he went, no. And I remember being like, because no one spoke. Our teacher was quite a strict teacher, and it was like the teacher that would shout and everything, and like he just went, no. And I remember being like, fucking hell. Like no one expected it. Anyway, the teacher started shouting at him. He got up, started shouting back, threw his chair, and then left. And I've never seen him again. I swear on my life, he must have just got kicked out again. Just absolutely mental. This absolute stacked cunt. I wonder what he's doing now. Probably murdering people, I'd imagine.
Mine's a little bit less interesting than that.
Maybe
like, we just had a lass that came to my school, and then she nicked me popcorn. Because she was the year above, and then she got sent to the year below in our school. So because she didn't have a popcorn, she stole me popcorn.
By the way, for people that don't know, I don't know if it's a northeast thing. A popcorn meant you could get on the bus for 70 pence, wasn't it?
Yes.
You could get on the bus for 70 pence, like it was like a little under 16s card. She was just trying to get them
bargains. I got it back eventually.
Oh, you got it back? How did?
I'm sure I messaged her. I was really scared. I was going, can I have it back, please? I needed it.
Why did she do that? Like, how did
I don't know.
How did she nick it?
No, because she was like nice.
So she was
like,
a manipulator.
So no, because she was like canny, but she just like she needed it to go somewhere, like, but she didn't have one. I was like, oh yeah, but she didn't have enough money to go or something. I can't remember. I just went, oh yeah, just borrow mine. And then she said, wouldn't one of the lasses? Oh, I'm not giving her it back. And I was like, oh shit.
You were like that. Fuck.
Fuck me, ma's gonna kill us.
I've got to pay £1.10 now.